What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to SHOPcast, episode 66, and strange
days.
Days. Okay, bro. For my brain wanted to say times so bad. My brain's like strange times. Fuck it up. Strange times.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, right. Strange Days. A movie from 95, I believe, 1995.
Something like that.
Wait, is this movie from the 90s?
You think, bro?
Couldn't tell.
Every single thing I wrote down was related to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was Chris's pick. It was like a sci-fi
Thriller
action kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk noir is what it's labeled as.
Yeah. I was gonna say noir, but
and I'll never say that ever in my life. I mean, I was just kidding. Throwing the noir on there, it just sounds so. I'm so tired of hearing the word noir because people are applying it to things that aren't related to it, and it drives me nuts. This probably does actually fit that description pretty well, but like,
yeah.
Anyhow, so Chris, this is your responsibility, sir. You
man.
tell us what this movie's about because I think I don't really know, and I watched it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I was prepared for a rundown of the movie. It is about.
I do this y'all every week.
No, but this is particularly like pretty complicated of a plot, and
Hold on. I got a solution.
I mean I can give it a shot.
Here, we'll just read the back of the fucking
Okay.
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
See if this works. If it doesn't, we'll add stuff to it. It says, oh, that's right. It says, it's the eve of the millennium in Los Angeles, December 31st, 1999. Lenny Nero is an ex-cop turned street hustler who preys on human nature by dealing the drug of the future. It's an environment that will lead him deep into the danger zone when he falls into a maze filled with intrigue and betrayal, murder and conspiracy. Angela Bassett and Juliette Lewis co-star in this provocative, action-packed thriller written by James Cameron. That didn't really explain a lot, but
no, like the big thing I would add to that is he's selling like memories.
yeah,
And you experience the memories wearing this little like spider octopus looking thingy on your head, and like you literally watch it and feel all everything that the person
emotions and everything
was wearing it feels.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this right off the jump because I found it kind of funny. The things he was using to record all that stuff on. Do you know what those are?
Mini discs.
Yeah, I used to have mini discs back in the day. Did you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those things were awesome, bro. And
I
I was
loved
like the only person I knew that had them.
Me too.
And I had like to nobody's surprise, I went and bought big boxes of colored ones and kept only the hot pink ones.
Oh, so I bought like big boxes of colored ones and just made like mix discs.
No, I made mixed discs with them, but I just kept I bought a mini disc player, let's say sort of like a Discman or Walkman or whatever, but I bought one from my buddy James and gave it to him, and I just made him whatever he wanted and gave him all the green, yellow, and blue ones. I didn't care about them. I just wanted the hot pink ones because I'm stupid and I like to waste money. But
Makes sense.
no, I could have given that guy things for the rest of our life and not paid back the debt I owe that man. So, but yeah, man, those things, I just thought it was cool that was in there because I actually knew what that was, and I have had them. And I just thought it was kind of neat because I was young when I had them. I was probably in high school.
All right.
But,
yeah, I was I think like the tail end of high school, and I loved it. Like I didn't like my CD player because it freaking skipped all the time and you couldn't really do anything with it.
Yeah,
And
this was like the in between CDs and MP3s for me. It was like,
yeah,
it didn't skip. It was like a cassette. It was like kind of durable. If you dropped it, it didn't matter too much. The only thing I didn't like is that they didn't really they made a few, but the mini disc, like you couldn't go buy an album on mini disc. Like
no.
You could, but it was like 20 of them existed maybe. I'm almost positive I saw some, but it was like Aerosmith, Garth Brooks. It wasn't anything like Rancid. It would never have been on that.
No.
Like, so
Yeah,
I just thought that was kind of cool that it was a technology I was familiar with, and I'm not usually that guy. I don't usually know the technology stuff, so I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
But that's what he was recording all the memories on. Is he would record it on a mini disc, like a little portable mini disc player thing. It was an interesting concept, man. The concept I thought was cooler than the execution, but I like Juliette Lewis and think she's kind of hot, so I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like skinny girls and boobs, this movie is great.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he gets involved in this like prostitute being killed, and she tries to give him her disc that she experienced before she died.
He was a prostitute. I couldn't figure it out, man. The movie, there was so much going on in this movie, bro.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, and it's very long. It was a long 2.5 hours.
That's what she said. Got it, dude. Yes.
Yes.
It was, dude. That was the biggest drawback to me. I literally had to take a break watching this movie. Like, I was so exhausted halfway through the movie trying to keep up with everything, but I had to pause it. I paused it and went and picked up Parker and came back. She told me I didn't have to. I was like, no, I need to I need to let my brain dry out for a minute, because I was so focused on it, because it's a complicated movie if you're not good at that kind of thing, and I'm not. Movies like this usually lose me really quickly, because I do have really bad ADHD, and it's hard for me to focus on this stuff, but that's why I like 75, 90-minute movies. But I was all about, I mean, I don't know. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Like, the cast was awesome. Like, the cast was ridiculous. I kept seeing people I knew everywhere. Even the guy, the bald head dude, did you recognize him?
Wait, which bald-headed dude?
Yeah.
He was bald, he had a tattoo on his head, and she hit him a few, Angela Bassett hit him in the face a couple of times.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him, but I know who you're talking about.
Okay, you know Dazed and Confused, at the part where they're at the party towards the end, and the tough guy comes up, starts talking shit, and the nerdy guy punches him, and then he gets the shit kicked out of him?
I remember that.
Yes.
He's the guy that kicks the shit out of the nerd guy.
Okay.
He's also in a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, he pops up all the time in things. I'm like, oh, I know that guy. And for a long time, I couldn't figure out why I knew him. And so I just finally looked up the movie, because I didn't know his name. I looked up the movie, went to the cast, and I was like, all right, where is this guy from? And I clicked on it, and the moment I saw Dazed and Confused, I was like, oh, that's that guy. It was just he's one of those guys, he pops up all the time. He plays a cop a lot.
Yeah, I mean, all the actors in this movies are the actors that were in every 90s movie.
Yes. Dude, the cast. What about that guy, the lead being like a whack-ass B Liam Neeson?
No,
You talking about Ralph Fiennes?
Yeah. Is that his name? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know him I don't really know him very well, so I don't know.
Oh, really?
No.
He's a phenomenal actor, but his American accent really threw me off.
Oh, is he not American? I didn't know.
No.
He's
not
English,
at all.
I think.
Yeah.
No, he just reminds me of Liam Neeson facial a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I can
Like
kinda
the
see
first
that.
3 times I saw him, I was like, wait, oh, that's not Liam Neeson. It really did feel like Liam Neeson to me. But dude, everybody's in this movie. Tom Sizemore is in it. Vincent D'Onofrio. Oh,
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he looked like tiny compared to like most other movies I've seen him in.
bro,
Right.
dude. He played Kingpin, bro.
Yeah. I mean, he
And
looked
then,
young and small.
Right,
weird.
and then the other guy that was the cop, he looks.
I don't know his name, but he's in everything, and he's
Yeah.
always a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he plays the exact same character in every movie he's in, pretty much.
he really does. That guy's the definition of typecast. Like,
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, look, man, and I don't mean to like upset anybody. Okay, is he gay?
What?
I've never seen a dude that looked so feminine in my life, man. That's not true.
Ray
But-
Fiennes?
Do what?
Ralph Fiennes? Who you talking? Is that who you're talking about?
He's in the guy in the Dark Knight with it was in this one. He's the cop with Vincent.
Oh, you're talking about the other cop guy. We were
Oh, the other
Yeah.
cop. Oh,
Yeah, the other cop
I don't-
guy.
I don't think so.
Dude, he's got like very, very, and I feel like he makes it more, I don't care. I'm just curious. I don't know much about the guy, but every time I see him, I'm like, he doesn't talk a lot in a lot of his roles. A lot of times he's quiet, and but he's got this look about him that looks effeminate. And I mean, I was just being silly, but like, I don't know much about the guy. Whatever, fuck it, I don't care.
I never thought that before, but I have no idea.
No, it's more or less his lips, bro. I feel like he's got like really nice skin and pursed lips all the time, and I'm like, but why? He probably just fucking looks like that, and I'm being an asshole.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
way
that
more
much about
likely.
him.
Do what?
Yeah, I don't know that much about him. Like, I don't even know his name. I just know he's been in a lot of stuff.
I like him as an actor because he does play a certain role, and it's usually roles that I'm interested in, like the characters I think are cool. He's usually a bad guy, a mob guy, a henchman. That's his jam, dude. And I like that stuff. So it wasn't actually a personal attack. It was just a very failed joke. But no, but I actually was asking. I I was curious because I noticed it about him a lot. But every time I see him, I'm like, man, that's a pretty ass dude. But you know,
That's not what I thought whenever I saw him on screen, but
No.
to each their own.
maybe I'm gay and I just think he's hot. But I try not to laugh when I say stuff like that, but I can't help it. I'm a child. But yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, how bad did Tom Sizemore look in this movie?
Yeah.
Bro.
That wig.
Yeah.
So when I first saw him, I was like, that 100% has to be a wig, right? And I was like, and the more I was looking at him, the more I was like, God, it just fits him, man. Maybe it's not, dude. I was like, maybe he's just a dirty piece of shit.
Well, the whole movie I was thinking, why did they put him in this horrible wig? And then at the end when they rip it off, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So
I wasn't even
okay.
thinking the fact that he was wearing a wig on purpose. I was thinking like they just dressed him in a terrible wig for the movie.
So I'm not gonna lie and say that I knew that was the case because I didn't. But when it pulled it off, I wasn't surprised. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Why else
Yeah.
would he have a horrible wig?
Yeah, it
It's
happened
so
to.
bad.
Yeah, I feel like it happened a couple of times in the movie where, I mean, I think like the prostitute chick got her wig pulled off. I mean, makes a
Yeah.
little more sense she's wearing a wig, but she got her wig pulled off and she was wearing. I feel like somebody else too got.
He had that one guy that he like was having spy for him or something, and he
Yeah.
put like a wig over his black hair, which was like straight, and he had like curly hair.
And he's like, you look good.
He looked good. I was like, what? Who doesn't know that's a wig?
Yeah.
Dude, in
Yeah.
the 90s, they wouldn't even have cared it was a wig. They'd just been like, yeah, that's just what he wears. Like,
Yeah.
he's a fucking weirdo. Like, it's all good.
Rock it with your leather pants or whatever. the fuck
Oh,
you
bro, there were so many leather pants in this movie.
wear. So much leather.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Just the outfits were insane.
Dude, okay, look. So I put 90s art, furniture, and clothing is the absolute worst. ... No, seriously, it's the worst. That's what I wrote down on my own notes.
It's quite bad. It's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's bad, but it's pretty hilarious.
The only other notes that I wrote down were about like other 90s things, mini discs, boobs. But I put,
I was gonna say tits. Yeah.
I put this movie's like an amalgamation of Minority Report, The Cell, and Hackers. Like, that's what it felt like to me, dude.
I was say virtuosity too.
I almost said that, but I was like, Josh is gonna go, oh, fuck you. That's my favorite movie of all time.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie's so good. I truly love that movie. That was awesome.
That's a word you could use for it, I guess.
Yeah. So let me just may or may not surprise you guys, but I absolutely loved this movie.
God damn it.
Really?
Yes, I loved it. Like,
Chris, look,
For
dude, I really enjoy being your friend, dude, but you're pushing your luck, dude. Like, the movies that you tell me you like, I genuinely feel like you actually don't like them. Your brain's tricking you. And it's just like, this fool's watching this shit again. Maybe not, but still, I really am scratching my head at this one, dude.
I mean, I feel probably the same way you feel about Virtuosity. I feel about this.
No,
Like-
I know Virtuosity is a bad movie. I
Yeah.
have the sneaking suspicion that you don't know how bad this one was.
No, like
This was a horrible movie.
it's just as cheesy as, you know, like any other movie from the era we've watched. It's got plot holes and like just weird things, and I don't particularly care for the ending that much. And it was way too long, but
Way too long.
I had a great time watching it.
Cool. I'm not gonna try to talk shit to you, because I don't care, but that fucking blows my mind. Like, I know how bad Virtuosity is, and when I say that I love that movie, am I gonna go watch it again? Maybe, I don't know, but it's hilarious to laugh about. This is a movie. I don't feel like it fits the same. I don't know, man. There's so much like. I wish they would have put really bad CG all over this movie. It probably would have made me like it better. But like,
I was just say, at the
I'm pretty
time,
surprised.
at the time, And I guess probably now I would say that this is the better movie, but Virtuosity is just so like out there that it's just ridiculous and funny. I feel like this one was at the time being serious.
Yes.
And is aged, I guess, very poorly depending on how you look at it.
No, dude, it doesn't depend on how you look at it. It is aged poorly. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but it has. It's aged very poorly, dude. Listen to all the music, all the clothes, all the furniture, all the shots. The whole movie was like a time capsule, which some people really like that time capsule. Some people don't. You know, and I think Virtuosity's aged quite a bit worse. All right, that's spoiled. Yeah. All right, that one's gone bad. But no, I'm surprised that you liked it that much. I thought you were gonna like be like, eh.
I mean, I'm not gonna go give it a 9 or 10 or anything like that, but it kind of hits me in the right spots. It's like kind of high concept sci-fi stuff, and you know, I enjoyed the ride of the.
You thought that was high concept?
Not high concept, but I mean, it's more than just. I don't know. It was a little more than just they had these machines.
Deathbed, you're gonna fucking look at me and go, all these years I've been telling you I like these movies. I don't. I just wanted to make you mad. That's what I mean.
It's the shit I like.
No, dude, that's wild, bro.
And
every time you like a movie like this, it makes me want to rewatch it though, because I'm like, I don't get it. Like,
I mean, that's how I feel about all those like shitty B horror movies that you love too. So I can relate to that extent.
Yeah. It's aged very poorly, and it's convoluted and long, but it just works for me for some reason.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised you liked it that much. I thought you were gonna be much more middle of the road with it. Josh, what do you think of this movie?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised you like really liked it, but I'm not surprised that you enjoyed it, because once I was like halfway through it, I knew you'd like at least the story. There was something that you were into for sure. Sure. I think there's a lot of good in this movie. I'm kind of like in the middle of you two, I think.
Like, no, I didn't hate it, but I definitely don't ever want to watch it again.
Yeah,
I had fun enough time watching it. My main problem with it was the length of it.
Yeah.
That was like far and away the worst part for me, was the length. Everything else I can handle. Like, I would watch it again next week with y'all if you wanted to watch it on the projector, if it wasn't so long.
Well, you know, I was kind of paying attention to like when the plot points were coming, and you know, when you were doing the synopsis earlier, and you know, the part about the girl like giving him the disc, that which like when she gets murdered and like the whole detective story starts, that's an hour into the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for the first like 40 minutes, I'm like, when does the like plot start? Like,
there's a lot of it's like him like daydreaming and like doing stuff and like, like
it's a lot of setup. It's like a lot of setup. It's like trying to like give you his backstory, and it's like, and like he goes to visit his ex-girlfriend, like, but that part got really repetitive. He did that like 3 times, and she was like, I don't want anything to do with you. And I'm like, why do we need another scene of this? I'm like, I think we got it. Been
one of those movies that benefited from like a scroll to front of the movie, like, yo, at this point in time, this man's doing this, and this is why. Like, let us read it for like 2 minutes, and then just jump right in, because even the first scene, it didn't even go with the first half of the movie. It didn't make any sense. Like when they're running
you don't need it at all.
Like I understand what it's doing, because it gets to the point where it's like the guy takes the thing off. He's like, oh, and you're like, oh, they were in a virtual memory type of thing. All right, dude. First off, the filming of that, like all the cinematography of that part, was horrendous, dude. It was like nauseating, bro. It was the worst shit I've seen. I almost stopped the movie. I was like, man, it got infinitely better very quick after that. But that part, I was like, okay, if the movie's like this the whole time, I can't watch it.
Yeah, that first scene, I was like, whoa, this is, it really bugged me.
I did like when he fell. That was awesome. Otherwise,
I
was just like, bro, can we get it over with, please? What is happening? But like, I did like the concept of the movie. I liked all the people in the movie, because I'm a 90s guy, so I liked all the people. So like, there's probably, if I had to weigh it out, there's probably more to like for me than dislike. The main issue I had was the length. It was really hard to sit through the whole thing, but like, I mean, I know I'm a 90s guy. I think if it wasn't so industrial and like cyberpunk-ish, I would have liked it better. I hate that shit, dude. I hate the music. I hate the clothes. I hate like Hackers is a fucking garbage-ass movie, dude. The movie's terrible. It was terrible in the 90s. It's terrible now. So it felt very Hackers to me in a lot of like aesthetic ways, just visually. But
yeah, every time they went into the club or whatever it was where they kept meeting Juliette Lewis and that weird guy, I don't even remember his name. Just every like band that came on or every just like group of people was awful.
It's just the opposite of what I like in that era.
Yeah, even though it's dumb, and I agree it's dumb, it is a little nostalgic for me, even though I don't like it. If that at all makes sense.
No, that music is way more close to the stuff you like than I like.
Yeah, so I'm not at all surprised. Yeah, I still don't like it. Like I'll hear it and I go, "Ugh, that's terrible." But still, it's
what you grew up with,
Yeah. Oh yeah, a little bit. So that probably helped it.
Yeah. No. Conceptually, it's awesome. All the actors are great. Like, okay.
Awesome.
No, it's a good idea. It's just like, I agree. I don't think it's very well executed. It's just not. The story was not like fleshed out very well. It's not economically like they needed like 3 more drafts of this script before.
Well, the pacing was kind of off because of that, and that threw the pacing off. So like, if I'm not mistaken though, the 90s is like full of that stuff where it's really long movies that didn't need to be that long. Like I remember that. Like back in the 90s, movies were 2 hours. Now the movies are like 90 to 100 minutes. It's like a commonplace movie is like less than 2 hours now. Back in the 90s, I remember tons of movies. Like you just thought, oh, a movie, it's 2 hours. Like now you think, oh, a movie, it's probably an hour and a half. And granted, you have like A24 films where most of theirs are a little longer, but it's more, there's a whole different thing going on over there. So like, but your average movie, I think, is a little shorter now. At least it's the way it feels. Maybe not Marvel movies, but
I wouldn't say blockbusters are shorter, but
I guess I don't watch a lot of blockbusters is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels like an hour and a half movie. And they went, nah, we need this like over 2 hours. Like give us some more time.
Well, it's also James Cameron. And in the 90s, he was like really feeling himself. And like he was really making these like huge scope, like overly long, like even actually I love Terminator 2, but that is a long movie too. Yeah. And True Lies, that's a really good movie. I like that movie, but it's also too long. Like he was just like over the top of this stuff.
Finding out it was James Cameron made me like it less actually, because I feel like he should have done a better job at the execution.
Well, he didn't direct it. He wrote it.
He just wrote it?
Produced it.
Produced it.
Yeah, he wrote it and produced it. And it's directed by Catherine Bigelow, who did Point Break and Near Dark, and like she's a good director.
Yeah, this is the movie she did after she did this after Point Break.
Yeah, that's what.
This was what she did after Point Break. Wow.
Yeah,
and I think they were married at the time because she was.
Didn't you say you loved Point Break, Josh?
No, I don't love it.
No.
I don't hate
Almost
it.
Got him.
Dude, your face was like, wait a minute. I hope I didn't say that.
Like, I'm pretty sure I never said that. But the movie's it's a fun action movie, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
No, so that's like that. That's my speed, dude. Point Break. I fucking love that movie. Sure. I'm surprised it's the same director. It doesn't feel the same to me, but whatever.
It feels way more like a James Cameron movie than it does a Catherine Bigelow movie to me.
Well, that's why I was like, oh, he didn't direct it, because I thought he did after y'all said that.
I would imagine. I'm pretty sure they were married at this time, and I would imagine if he was the producer, he was probably on set with her, like directing stuff.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I kind of want Carissa to watch this one, so I'll probably end up watching it again because I want to see what she thinks about it, because she might really like it.
Yeah, I'd be
in similar ways to what Chris says. Not necessarily a great film by any standards, but fun, and I like this, and I do gotta admit, even when it's like really bad 90s stuff, I like laughing at it. So there's that. I genuinely, I'll watch a movie just because I know it's terrible, and I'll go, huh, that's hilarious. Like, dude, like the clothing in this movie was so bad. Like it was so. Are we gonna look back on clothes now and think they're that bad? I mean, I guess so.
I mean, maybe.
But... You what?
I said maybe. But
I mean, I think we're all t-shirt guys, so it's not like we're not in like the style anymore. We're like dads now. So.
Right? I was looking at these guys and I'm like, man, these dudes don't even have pockets in their pants. What the fuck? Where's their wallet go?
These knife crime shirts are so dated.
Right? Fucking right. I did like the characters in the movie. I even liked like Juliette Lewis's character, because she was like, you could tell she didn't really not want to talk to the guy. She did a good job being that person where she was like forcing herself to not be with him because she was stubborn and blah 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 blah. And the guy had some control over her. And
she is the femme fatale.
Yeah.
She's the femme fatale.
I've always had a crush on Juliette Lewis, dude. She also played good rock and roll music, so she's just been a cool chick all around.
Yeah. I always remember her from Cape Fear when she's a kid. So seeing her like naked is like, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, because I almost, when I first saw her on the screen, I was like, oh man, she's got the similar like aesthetic, because at first she's got like brown hair in the movie, and I was like, oh, she's got a similar aesthetic to like From Dusk Till Dawn. I was like, oof, she's like 17 in that movie. No, thank you. But and she takes her shirt off, and I was like, tits. And I was like, God, Lead, I can't watch this right now. But no, I've always thought she was a cool chick anyway. She's like, she's a cool person, man. She's been in a lot of cooler movies. She has been in a rock and roll band, so it's like she knows like that kind of lifestyle and stuff. So she's been somebody I've always thought was somebody I was interested in watching on the screen. She's been, I mean, first off, the first movie I ever saw her in was Natural Born Killers. So I was like, yeah, that chick's awesome. And then I watched Cape Fear after that. So like when I saw her as an adult first, I don't think of Cape Fear when I see her. I think of Natural Born Killers when she's like early 20 years old. Because when I saw Cape Fear, I was like, God damn, that's the same girl from the other movie. I saw something the other day where another young girl was in it who's like somebody we all think is a good looking woman now, but she was really young. And I was like, oof, no, I don't even want to watch this. Like, turn it off, man. I don't want to look at her and think that. That's not, ugh. But that movie wasn't the worst movie. I was expecting Chris to be much more middle of the road. I was really surprised. He gets that look on, I knew you were gonna say it's the look you get on your face, dude. You get this look on your face right before you like say something.
I have an opinion.
Do what?
Like, I have an opinion.
No, it's like you have this look on your face that you know. I'm gonna go, huh? Like that's the.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I admit I came on a little strong. Like, but I did love it. Like, I generally like finished it and it was like, fuck yeah, I really like that.
Wow.
I
finished it and I was like, fuck, bro. Like, that was my first thought. I was like, God, that was long. That was really my first thought was probably that.
Because I stopped probably about an hour in. It was probably about the same point Josh referenced earlier.
Okay.
And I paused and was like, oh my God, we're only an hour in. Like, I felt like I was 2 hours in. And then like I paused it toward the end and was like, God damn, I have 30 minutes left of this thing. But
so that's right where that happened is where I was like, okay, dude, what the hell, man? Because I was like, I wasn't even pressed for time, dude. I was just getting bored. That's what it was. I got bored in this movie a bunch of different times.
Yeah.
But whenever it was enjoyable, it was really enjoyable. I'll say it like that. I got bored a bunch in it, but when I was enjoying myself, I was enjoying myself. Because I mean, like we've already established, I like bad movies and fucking, this would fit the bill for a lot of the movie. And there was certain things there was going to be no way of avoiding it because of when it was made. But like, yeah, man, I like Angela Bassett a lot. Like, I don't know why, dude. She's like a real strong black woman, and honestly, I thought she was really pretty. But I've always thought she was really pretty when she was like, because she reminded me of my friend's mom. I'm not gonna front, dude. I had my friend, his mom was hot, dude, and she looked a lot like Angela Bassett. But yeah, dude. I've always thought she was a cool woman. She's got a strong, like, her face radiates like strength, dude. She doesn't come off like a punk, dude, in anything.
Yeah. She's believable. Like, it's like she was probably the least corny character.
Yeah,
I thought.
Yeah. Do you recognize the main bad dude that had the club, that owned the club, that Juliette Lewis was like.
Oh yeah, the guy from The Crow. He's in everything.
Yeah, is that what he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also in like Highlander, I believe. But yeah, The Crow's the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since I've seen The Crow, but
man, The Crow's not
he's in
good.
lots of 90s movies.
The Crow, I feel very similarly about The Crow. Like it is very dated, very 90s.
Fucking terrible.
I like The Crow. I like The Crow.
Look, I like The Crow, okay, but it's terrible, man. Like I never understood all these people that were like, that movie's fucking amazing. I'm like, dude, look, is it fun to watch? I think it's a fun movie to watch, dude. But amazing, bro, what are you watching, dude? Like, amazing. I heard all my friends were like, they love that movie. But I hung out with a lot of like more goth kids and metalheads because I didn't have any other punk rockers to hang out with. So there's a lot of stuff like that I grew up with, and it's one of the reasons why I don't like that music is because I was just around it all the time and I didn't like it then. So it just makes me hate it now. But yeah, Hackers, I went a little hard on Hackers. I used to watch it occasionally, but I never really liked him much. I just like Matthew Lillard, but his fucking hair was so dumb in that movie, bro. Like the colored sunglasses and like the midriff on a dude. What are we doing here, bro? 90s were fun.
Yeah. I mean, the thing I was going to say that I haven't said yet is Matrix came out and went like 99. Like this was only like 4 years prior to the Matrix.
I was thinking that too.
And like the Matrix obliterates this movie. Like if the Matrix never came out, this might be
way?
I mean, just in quality. Just
have you
everything
watched
about
the Matrix recently?
Yeah, we did it on the show like a year ago or something.
Oh, I've watched it since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot we did it on the show. Jeez.
I mean, the Matrix definitely has some dated and 90s things in it.
I wasn't gonna like go in on the Matrix. I like the Matrix. I don't think it blows it out of the water. I think the storytelling's better, but like blows it out of the water. I don't know about that.
It is better in every way. It's a better story. I mean, granted, it has CGI in it, and it was like pretty revolutionary. So
there's two ways you can look at better in every way. Every category is at this point for that movie, right? And blows it out of the water to me sounds like every category is twice as good. I don't agree with that. I think every category is better, but by what margin?
I hear the baby and Megan's calling me. I gotta I'll come back, but just a second. Sorry,
dude. It's all good, man. This is dad life, bro. It is what it is, dude. Me and Josh can argue about something else.
Sure.
No, man. The Matrix is a great movie. I don't think it blows it out of the water personally, but
see,
I also don't really care about sci-fi stuff, so it probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I mean
I can appreciate it. I kind of like it. I just don't care about it. Like I care about shitty horror movies.
Right. No, I kind of agree with Chris. I think that The Matrix is a lot better in pretty much every category. Matrix kind of changed a lot of things too.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't argue that. I think when I think The Matrix, I think like very dated everything. Everything about The Matrix is so dated, and that's exactly what I think about this other movie. So I'm like, okay, is it better? Yeah, it's better, but it's not. I don't like. Okay, as an example, like The Dark Knight. In 20 years, that movie's gonna still look as good as it does. It just looks that good. It's just gonna stay that good. And so The Matrix is a movie that can't accomplish that. There's almost no way because of what it.
Yeah, I don't agree. I think it's got slightly dated things, like fashion, clothing, whatever you want to say, but otherwise, I mean, as far as production design and acting, fight sequences, I think the
fight sequences are very dated. They look,
okay, they don't look good. It's a different style, but I don't think it doesn't look good.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah,
I think it's.
I'm not going to try to argue about it. We're not going to change our minds. So, but yeah, I don't agree. But whatever, it doesn't matter. I like The Matrix. I didn't say I didn't, but I don't think it's that much better. But I mostly because I look at The Matrix and when I watch it, I guess I'm watching it for like visual stuff to watch. Man, it doesn't look that good to me. The acting is decent. That acting's better, of course it is. But like, I don't know. The story's better. But what I was saying is how much better is it better in every category? Yes, but is it below all of the categories out of the water? I don't think it does. I just think it's better. You know, I don't think it's, you know, it definitely changed a lot of things. It was a more important movie for sure. For sure, it's that. But maybe I just don't care about that movie that much. That's probably what it is.
Maybe.
What movie was that?
Still talking about The Matrix.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, sick baby.
Oh, no problem. I get it.
You said it was stomach stuff?
Yeah, she just puked all over the place.
Fuck, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
For you and the baby. Like, God, I hope she feels better, man.
Yeah, she was feeling better today, and then I don't know, kind of started feeling bad again.
You know when you get sick and then you wake up in the mornings and you feel better, so you go do your day, and then you get back at night and you're just like, oh, why did I do anything? That's what baby's probably feeling right now. She felt fine during the day, so she was just being a baby, and then at night she's like, oh, I'm worn out for just being alive. Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope she gets better soon. That's no good.
Thank you. Yeah. Fun time. Sorry about that.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to add about the movie? Okay.
No, I mean, I didn't hate the movie. I just wish it was. I wish they had chopped it down, man. I think I would have probably have a whole different opinion on the movie if it was 40 minutes shorter, dude, because it was really long. Was it 2 hours and 15 or so?
20 something.
Yeah.
2 hours and 20 minutes. Good grief, man. Like, yeah, dude, if it was like edited down to like maybe 100 minutes.
Yeah, I put on my editing cap after a while. I was like, what can I chop out of this? There's like so many extraneous scenes. I was like, I got to the end, I was like, yeah, I think I could cut 40 minutes out of that movie and still have the same plot.
I am positive I would like that movie better if it was shorter, because I like movies that are campy and cheesy. I do. I mean, we all know that. And I liked the cast of this movie out the box. I was like, hell yeah, this has got an awesome cast. So there's many things about the movie that I liked. I think I just got completely blindsided by Chris's excitement because I didn't expect that. I honestly thought Josh was going to rip this movie to shreds. I'm pretty surprised you didn't.
I mean, it has a lot of flaws, but I still enjoy it.
I'd be willing to bet if I picked this movie and we watched it, you'd rip it to shreds. But
okay,
that's like a hobby of yours. It's okay.
I mean, you like shitty movies.
It is what it is, dude.
Maybe you would have been better prepared for it if it came from Randy. So maybe you would have been better prepared for it if it was Randy's recommendation.
No, there's not any way to prepare for this movie.
No, I mean, you can pick it apart to death for sure. Especially towards the end when, you know, the bad guy turns on, or his friend turns on him, you find out he was behind everything.
Well, that was the only part that I did know was coming.
Yeah.
That was the only part that I was pretty sure was happening. I was okay.
Well, the fact that he monologues for 10 minutes. He explains his entire plan. He becomes the evil villain and explains everything. And then explains other things. It's like, oh, okay, this is a script problem.
I love when the bad guy tells you his whole plan and you're like, what are we doing here?
It only works in Austin Powers because it's making fun of it.
Now that is a fantastic film.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, that was the part I liked least about the movie too. That whole reveal of him and the monologue and that whole thing was bad. That got major knock from me.
Yeah.
I had one thought whenever Tom Sizemore's wig got ripped off. So, but my very first thought was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then I thought, yeah, I guess I would have had a dark ass brown wig on with that much gray in his hair because he didn't look that old. But when he took the wig off, he aged like 15 years. I was like, fuck, bro. Yeah. Poor Tom Sizemore. Didn't he pass away?
I don't know.
Did he?
I might be thinking of somebody else. Damn, now I feel like an asshole.
I mean, he may have. He's not really.
No. He's still no. He went into like really bad drug rehab, and I'm thinking of Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that died. I don't know why I got them mixed up. They don't look alike or anything. I just, I remember them from similar eras.
Yeah, they're both '90s actors.
Yeah. God, the '90s was good, bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with having this one in my collection, man. It's not a big deal. I don't hate it. I don't hate the Matrix. I know it sounded like I did, but I don't. The movie's good. Matrix is awesome. I don't agree about how much more awesome. But I think I really am pretty close to the fact. I think I don't give a fuck about sci-fi. Like I like sci-fi, but most of it I'm like, I guess. Like part of it I don't understand most of the sci-fi stuff because I don't read it, and I don't have any like interest in like science in general. Like Bricken is probably going to be all kinds into that stuff. Like Carissa knows, like when she watches things like Star Trek, she can tell you like what they're talking about, and I have no clue. I could watch a whole season front to back and still have very little idea what really happened because of what's going on in the actual like story of it all. And I think that's where I get lost in science fiction because I just don't grasp it. I mean, that's my biggest problem with the Christopher Nolan one, Interstellar. I just don't get it, man. Is it beautiful? Yeah, I think it's really pretty, and I love all the acting, and I just don't understand what the fuck's going on in that movie. So I'm just mad 'cause I'm stupid. But it's all good.
It's okay.
You call me stupid? No.
Not disagreeing.
Yeah, I think I gave this one just a straight up 5.
Give it a 6.5.
8.
God damn it! What the fuck are you talking about? 8?
I mean, enjoyment score of 8. Like if I was gonna accurately grade this thing.
All right. I gotta concede to that, but like, you bastard. What was it? 8? My brain was like, you dummy. Talking about me, not you. But 8, really?
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting a 7.5, 7 from you. 8.
Yeah.
You really did enjoy this fucking movie. God damn.
If it was chopped down, I would give it a 9.
Fucking shut up. I would have given it a bunch. No, I'm just kidding. I would have given it a lot higher score if it was shorter.
Yeah.
I'm the more we're talking about, the more I think like if it was just shorter, I would have a whole different opinion on it. Because there's so much of stuff that I do like about it. I like the acting because it's 90s. I literally grew up as a teenager in that era, so I watched all that shit. I felt like I had watched that movie before, and I am 100% certain I haven't. So like it's one of those types of things, you know. It was a lot of familiarity to me. I just like arguing with y'all. But
that's fun.
But yeah, I would love to find. I bet you there's somebody out there that has edited this down, like on YouTube or some shit.
Maybe that wouldn't surprise me.
People love doing that stuff, man. I could see Josh doing that if he had more time. Not to this movie necessarily, but to a movie. Like editing it down, like, yo, guys, check this out. I got a new cut of this movie. I would be so psyched to watch that, to be honest with you. I'd love to see what Josh did with something that already exists so you could actually compare it. That'd be cool. I don't have like the know-how or patience or actually give a shit to do it.
Yeah,
but I would love to watch Josh do something like that.
The hard part about doing something like that is like not having all of the like raw elements.
Not having stuff that you could put back into it if you needed to, like something that doesn't necessarily in the final cut that you could put back in it if you're editing it.
Yeah, but you can't adjust like the separate audio files and like the raw footage and stuff, you know.
I've edited enough music to know that is a necessity if you're really going to do an actual good job. You want to give it a real. I'm just basically talking about chopping shit out of it and making it a little shorter, like.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it's hard to transition when you're just cutting chunks out of things.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't edit a lot of my videos. I just try to write them to where I can say everything the way I want to say it the first time, because cutting things out and having a smooth thing, I watch so many videos where they're like, and then tomorrow, and it is hard cuts, and you're like, yo, that wasn't even a sentence before. Like, how? And you can tell, and I'm like, yo, how lazy are you? You can't even re-record your sentence. Like, at least make the sentence one go. But you know, I'm 40, and most of the people doing this stuff are 20, so they just look at shit a little different than I do. So I do think I'm probably gonna have. The whole reason Krista didn't watch it with me is because she said, "How long is it?" And I said 145 minutes. Damn, you're right. It was 2 hours and 25 minutes. Mm-hmm. And she was like, "Nope," and she didn't even. She was like, "Oh, I ain't got time." Yeah, it wasn't because she didn't want to. She just didn't have time, but.
Yeah, that was the reason I didn't necessarily. I mean, I wanted to recommend it because I wanted to watch it, but I was hesitant.
Well, dude, there is just as likely a chance that we would have been like, "Fuck, dude, that was epic."
Yeah.
As it was too long. There's no way to know that until we've watched it. So like, we don't want to watch 2.5 hour movies every week, but dude, every once in a while, there's nothing wrong with that. We watch Korean shit that's 2.5 hours. We had to read fucking subtitles. So, you know, that's
it's
way
all
more
about
strenuous.
whether it justifies its runtime, and this story just doesn't justify.
Yeah.
Its
But
time.
I mean, that's the whole
problem.
point of this whole thing is we just watch a bunch of movies and we have a list now of things that we can prioritize them, and now we can go back and go, yeah, I like this movie, but it ends up here and not here. Most of the reason being, for at least in my point of view, is because of runtime, and that's what we're doing. Is we're just what do they call it when you keep up with a collection of something? We're
curating, or
thank you. We're like curating our knowledge of movies. We're just curating our personal.
Yeah, that's why I like, even when I watch something that I end up like really disliking, I don't get upset that I watched it, because now I have an opinion about that movie. At least like I want to have a large knowledge on movies. So
I'll even say it like this: whatever movies I haven't liked that we've watched on this show, I don't even remember what they are because I don't care enough about them. You know what I'm saying? But like,
because Memento.
You know, but I do want to have a filing system. I want to know where they fall, dude. You know, and I think that's important. And this show, dude, yeah, we're very close. We're all very good friends. We're gonna argue about most movies because it's movies. Now, food, we can go, hey, you want to go to Whataburger? No, not really. Okay, there's no argument there. It doesn't need to be argued about. This is our hobby. This is what we're going to argue about. If I fucking, you know, if I made a movie, I would expect y'all to have an opinion on it. So
we all enjoy movies, and we all have like our own distinct like tastes.
Yeah, I do like that we overlap just enough, but I also really appreciate the fact that we don't all just fuck with the same shit, because it would be so boring. But like, I mean, even I would go as far as to say that if y'all dropped out of this show, I would never do another one with anybody else. Like, I'll do this with y'all. Like, this isn't me. This is us. Like, if something ever happened to where this got money, I would give that equal portion to you guys. Like, it would not be just mine. I don't care what platform it's on or whose channel it's on. This is something that we do together. Without you guys, I couldn't do this show. And so, you know, I don't care if it gets 20 views or 20,000 views. It's still something I have a lot of fun doing. We've done it for over a year, and we're going to argue about movies. I think some people, they just jumped in and watched an episode of, like, say 52. They may not understand us. So I do think that is going to be a reason why maybe it doesn't grow as fast, is because people that didn't watch us talk from the beginning when we weren't arguing about stuff, because we were like trying to tread lightly and make the show more polished. And once we became more comfortable doing it, I think it became better. But somebody that doesn't know us could watch it and be like, these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, to me, this is just a good excuse to talk to my friends every week when we're
we all have
busy lives, and it's just like, this is a good excuse for us all to like take a couple hours and actually like hang out, whether we get to see each other, you know.
We basically hang out virtually once a week for an hour and a half, and then we get to see each other in person like once every month for a pay-per-view. And that's where we can guarantee almost pretty much. And then like at the end of the year, I hang out on New Year's Eve or whatever. But like, yeah, man, we all got kids, we all got wives, we all got jobs.
Yeah.
And none of us live like 5 minutes away. Like it's like 20 minutes away or 35 minutes away for Josh and me. Like, yeah, dude, it's not as easy. Dude, people up north just don't get the struggle of fucking living in Houston, man.
Yeah.
You know, my friends live down the street. That to us could mean 30 minutes, dude. Like, get on the road, bro.
Well, that's the only reason. Like, you know, when the shop was in Katy, I was like over there all the time. But now, you know, your place is like all the way down at the Beltway and I-10. It's like, that's an hour drive for me, you know?
Yeah.
It's a long trek.
Yeah, you've only been there a handful of times.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. I'd love to go up there and hang out more, but it's like half a day planned just to go up there and hang out and come back.
Yeah, I'm fixing to probably call it a day, I think, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just want to move all my inventory online. I'm having way more fun painting and making shirts than I am being up there. And I like being there. It's not an easy decision to make, or I would have already made it. But when I'm up there and I'm like chilling, what it ends up being is that ends up being my time off.
Right.
Being up there, because I don't get anything done anymore, because I get up there and I'm fucking exhausted. So I just sit in a chair and watch a movie. But you know, I'm having more fun painting and making clothing because it's getting a bunch of creative energy out of my body, and it's helping me just relax during the rest of the week and during the day. It's keeping me in a better mood because I was pent up a long time. Like working at the shop, dude, I was pent up, bro. I didn't have time for anything that I enjoyed. That I enjoyed being there. But man, like I didn't have any time for like a hobby of any kind. I could barely find time to read a fucking comic book.
No, towards the end you were like, I don't know how to describe it, like other than like a caged animal a little bit. Like you were kind of pacing back and forth, like I fucking hate this place. Like you didn't hate it, but you were like getting sick of it. I could tell.
Yeah, the stress was getting crazy, and the communities weren't what I thought they were going to be. You know, communities, not just one or the other, like all of it, man. A whole collectible community. They just don't have what I remember it being. Like I remember it being loyal, and people would go to their place, and I had a handful of you guys, but like people that would complain would be people that had no right to complain because they never shopped there anyways. And I was getting sick of it, man. It was just and then I was having to work. You know,
you start resenting something that you once loved. Like we all loved comics and all this stuff, all the collectibles and all this stuff, and you start to resent it because it's like can't get away from it.
Yeah, and then like I didn't have the luxury of going home at 8 o'clock. I'd have to be there till 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and then be back up there at 11. And it's like, man, I know I work for myself, so I can wear what I want. I can take a break when I want, but I also have. Was it like 15 grand a month in overhead? Like that is a lot of responsibility. And I thought I was prepared for that, but if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be here. So I can't really complain. You know, I'm fucking thrilled when I wake up every day. I wake up and I feel awesome. My days are awesome. My knees fucking hurt because I'm walking around a lot more and I'm outside in the garage all day now. But other than that, man, I got nothing to worry about, dude. My days are awesome. I wore a large t-shirt to that show, dude, on Monday, bro. I haven't worn a large in 10 fucking years, man. I'm not even kidding, dude. I put on a large and worked the whole day, like comfortably. It blew my mind. Like I was so shocked.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm finally like losing a little bit of weight. It's taking a while, but I'm losing a little weight. I'm getting a little healthier, sleeping better. God damn, what the hell's in my eye? Anyways, cool, man. Well, yeah, we're gonna take October off, and we're gonna just like let me focus on getting some horror movies watched and do some content on the other channel. My favorite month of the year. I get to this is the month where I have the most fun just being silly and doing cool shit. So I'm hoping I can get back on my TikTok shit. I've been missing it. I had fun doing that, man. They're not hard videos. They're simple, but they just take a little bit of time. And so it should be good, man. I have some ideas. I'm not going to talk about it because when I talk about ideas, I end up not getting them done. I got some things I want to do. And if they get done, you'll know it. So thank you guys for hanging out, watching it, getting to know us. And we'll see you guys in a month. Fucking peace.